Thank you so much, Miss Marcia. I must say that before I speak, I must say I love her so much.
But it has not been always like that, huh?
It was not so rosy.
Yeah.
I must start by saying that before she joined Godllywood, we had tough times. I remember back in the day that there were times that I wouldn't want to spend a room, with her. And because she was so bully in the house, whatever she says must go. Whenever I tried to talk to her, she would, make me feel like, I'm not a man. I felt belittled. She was arrogant at times. And, my children at times, they felt that, what's the use of us staying with the mother in the same room? They would always ask us, when is she leaving? And they will come to me, when is the mother going? So that we can find it, Then, I had to compromise. And we are married for 20 years. I had to compromise and I had to sacrifice and make sure that, I keep my home warm and I make sure that, everything goes so well. But I must say, now that she has joined the Godllywood and, the transformation that Godllywood has done to her, it's amazing. She has changed. And
what did she change?
The neglection. She used to neglect her responsibilities and the duties. When I say duties, you understand?
Mm-hmm. Yes. We do. Yes, because sometimes you are a good wife, you are a good mother, but you're not a good lover to your husband.
Yes. But the transformation. Mm-hmm. Now she's loving, caring, and she takes care of her home. And I must tell you, Miss Marcia, we love each other. The house is so warm. Even when you come to our house, you'll see, that...
Thank you. You stay here. Is it true what he said?
Good afternoon. Yes, it is true. And there's even more, because he didn't go into much detail into it. I was a bully. I always wanted to have my way. It was either my way or the highway. I was this kind of a wife that I would not suggest things in the household. I would just say, this is how things must be done. And because he wanted to avoid confrontation, because if we'd say, no, but how about if we did it this way, I would not agree with him. It would lead to an argument, and argument would lead to us not speaking to each other, even for days at times.
That in front of the kids.
And then, again, my children. I used to think that I was this firm parent, that I did not want my children to have their way. So I thought I was this strict parent. But no, I was not. I was a Mozilla in my children's mom mixed with the Godzilla, because that's how afraid they were.
A mom mixed with a Godzilla. I like that.
I did not know that. I used to think that it is because I was strict. Whatever that they asked for, they would go to their dad, because I would ask questions. At times, I would not even wait for them to go even further. If they say, Mom, this, I was that kind of a mother. Mm-hmm. So whatever that they needed, they would go to their dad. As a matter of fact, I'm even ashamed to say this. You can go to all of my children's schools. They've never met me, because my children, they don't even bring letters from school to me, because they know that if maybe they have done something wrong, when I go to school, there would be problems. So they would ask their father. He's the one who goes to school meetings. He's the one who does everything for them. So whatever that they asked, they would ask their father. And because I used to think that because he's a softer one, that's why they go to him. I didn't think that is because they were scared because of my behavior at home.
Mm-hmm. When it was the turning point?
The turning point started when I joined Godllywood. Because I didn't know these things. I used to think of myself as the next best thing next to perfect. Because I used to think I was the perfect wife. I used to think I was the perfect mother. I used to think I was a perfect daughter to my mom. But only to find that I was a total opposite of all of that. I was judgmental. I had bad eyes. I was a bully. I was stubborn. I wanted people to listen to me, but not me to listen to them. I was more of a dictator. That's what he called me. Actually, when he was supposed to give a reference, he said I was a dictator, and I did not know that up until I started this rush season.
And then you made the change.
And then the transformation.
So in 6 months, you have seen what you haven't seen in 19 years. 20 years. 19 and a half, because 6 have been honeymoon. Right? So I'm going to ask him, was it worthy for her to join Godllywood?
Yes, it was worthy, I must say. And let me be honest. You know, there were times when she told me that I've joined the Godllywood. I said, I'll wait and see. And I saw that throughout these 6 months. And the other thing that I would do, I would watch her when she does, you call them offerings and the challenges and all that. Then I would wait for her to sleep and, go to her book and check whether she has written,
So you have done the rush with her,
Yes, I was doing the rush with her, yes.
Yeah,
But
that's
it was
the family
worthy.
work.
It was worthy, I must say, and I thank God for that.
Amen.
And I'm happy today that today we are a happy family more than before.
Thank you so much. You can have a seat.